To welcome Toastmasters Shoba.
Thank you. So there are three things we know about Toastmaster Heather. One, she's a digital artist, very clearly. The effect was there on all the PowerPoint slides that she showed us. Second, she's a lecturer because she's very clearly used to being walloped. So Toastmaster Heather was attempting a speech purpose where she had to actually demonstrate how she will manage heckling from the audience. So just to put things very clearly, because I think some questions were coming up for Toastmaster Heather. No, this is not what we normally do in any speech. We don't keep talking and heckling a person. But the objective of today's speech for Toastmaster Heather was just that. So because of that, this was purposefully planted so that she would, demonstrate how she addresses it. And did she do a good job? I think she did an amazing job. Because heckling, I was expecting an egg to be tossed in your direction. And I was sadly disappointed. But yes, there was, I think, enough heckling from Rajesh and, Dilip and everybody else. So heckling comes, I think, in 2 or 3 forms, and I think every one of them were demonstrated today. One is the hustle that happens in the audience because people are distracted with something else, and then you stop talking and you draw them back to what you're saying, which you did very well, because when they started talking to each other. The second is where the audience member tries to distract you and takes you away in a different direction altogether, which is not relevant to the speech purpose. And you bring them back gently and say, no, this is what we're going to do. Let's stop talking about this and let's carry on. You did that beautifully as well. And quite confident. I didn't see you nervous at all. So I think the project objectives were met very, very well. Okay. I would also like to deliberate on a couple of other things, which is the quality of the slides. I think I enjoyed the graphic. I think it was fun. And the furry humor really got everybody laughing. But I would have liked to have less content. Okay? So it's not necessary to put all those 12 points. It's just necessary to put those 2 or 3 points and then talk about the rest. That's what I would have done. The second thing that I feel is that some points have to be emphasized more than the rest. So you don't need to cover all the points either. So these are 2 things to keep in mind when you're actually creating PowerPoint slides. What I liked very much is the fact that maybe it was your job as a lecturer, but because you're looking at me in that corner, and you were also looking at the president, probably because you had put up his horse, picture, I don't know, but but you were looking at every single person. It was not just a random 30-degree view that we typically do. So I think that was a job very well done. So overall, I think it was an outstanding project attempt, very confidently delivered. Some level of presentation is something which I would have liked to see it a little more refined and a lot more energy. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmasters Shoba.